looking live at Holland Field here on the campus of North Farmington High School, where tonight, as we say hi again, everybody, the North Farmington Raiders look to go to 2-0, coming off an opening week victory last Thursday night as they handled Livonia Stevenson 20-7, coming from behind in the fourth quarter to get that job done, led by their quarterback Elijah Cobb, who had a 26-yard go-ahead touchdown run in that fourth quarter to lead the Raiders to victory. The story in that win over Stevenson, though, as much as Elijah Cobb's heroics late helped out, was that Raider defense, and it is a defense that will be tested tonight sternly. All right, Walled Lake Western, one of the teams that North Farmington and Farmington each will be conference members with starting next season. Walled Lake Western, they hung 52 points on Milford on opening night last Thursday, so clearly they can score. And when we spoke with Coach John Herstein, Coach Herstein said they can run the ball. Okay, and he had the tone of voice that you hear with a coach who knows that he's up against an opponent that can run the ball. With that Raider defense last week holding Stevenson to only 7 points, and you wonder if Stevenson would have even gotten that had it not been for a special teams turnover by the Raiders, which resulted in the double blue of Stevenson having a first and 10 at the Raider 12-yard line. They punched it in 3 plays later, took the lead in the football game at that point, as we say, but North Farmington able to come back and claim that victory. They say it's one of those football cliches that you see the most improvement in a team from week number 1 until week number 2. We'll see if that bears itself out tonight. But again, a huge challenge tonight for the North Farmington Raider defense. They came up big a week ago. Can they repeat that performance? If they can keep it close. Again, talk about a Walled Lake Western team that's powerful, highly ranked in the Lakes Valley Conference, may win it all. Have the last couple of years, as a matter of fact. And they'll be out here tonight to take on North Farmington. We're seeing the Raiders. They will defend the north goal, the goal to our left. And the kickoff man for Western is Jacob Matthews. Or check that, it's not 8, it's 89, Gavin Roberts, who will kick the football away and get this one going. A battle of 2 undefeated teams, and North Farmington winning their opener against Stevenson, and Walled Lake Western winning their opener at home against Milford. The Raiders this year playing 4 of their first 5 games at home. The only road game for them comes up next week and against the arch rival Farmington Falcons. We're looking forward to having that one for you here on TV 10. Right now it's Leland Hollingsworth on the return. Can't get much. He's spilled right there at the 25-yard line. First and 10 for North Farmington at the 25. The Raiders had field position last week against Stevenson.
It will be first and 10 for the Raiders from the 25-yard line.
On multiple occasions, in fact, on more occasions than not, North Farmington took over the football in plus territory, in the opponent's zone. Tonight they start from their own 25-yard line. Elijah Cobb, number 4, he is your quarterback. Off his right hip, the running back, Leland Hollingsworth. Cobb adjusting some of the players, waiting on that snap. Terrence James goes one way, then the other. Cobb with the long ball, the home run ball just out of the reach of that receiver who went in motion, Terrence James. Elijah Cobb laid it out there along that far sideline, just out of the reach, however, of his intended receiver. Raiders enjoyed a solid statistical advantage against Stevenson. One thing that the coach was telling us that he was disappointed last week that the Raiders didn't get more out of their red zone opportunities early. They were in the red zone twice on their first 2 possessions last week, but came away with only a field goal. They had there's a whistle to stop the play as again we see Terrence James, number 0, going in motion. So the Raiders are called here for illegal procedure. Generally, that means something like 2 men on the offense moving at the same time. You can only have one in motion at the same time. Football pretty simple here. It's first down and 15 now for the Raiders after the, second down and 15 for the Raiders after the penalty. Moves the football back to the 20-yard line. In football, you get 4 plays to pick up 10 yards. Each play is called a down. If you don't get the 10 yards in your 4 plays or downs, you give the ball up. We thought we'd take it to the rudimentary level at some points, especially early on in the season. Hollingsworth looks to turn the far corner, can't do it.
Leland Hollingsworth carried the ball for the Raiders.
It was number 2 Novak Lazic on the stop. So Hollingsworth, after all that, is credited with a pickup of 4 to the 24. That brings up third down and 11. If you ever have any doubt about what down it is, you can look at the scoreboard, which is down in the lower right corner of your screen here. And it tells us third down, 11 to go for the Raiders. A whistle prior to the play. And one of the Walled Lake players, the guy that just broke up that pass, as a matter of fact, Novak Lazic, heads to the sideline with an equipment issue. Donovan Triplett, number 5, replaces him at the near side corner position. Third down and 11. Cobb flushed a little bit, gets that pass away across the sideline. It's caught down there. It's caught. That may be first down yardage for the Raiders, and it is. Terrence James with the reception out to the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards. It's a first down for North Farmington. So how about that? Actually, call it a gain of 13. They spot the football at the 37-yard line. So first and 10 on the nice third down pickup by Elijah Cobb and Leland Hollingsworth. So we have a brief timeout here, and I'm not certain why. There's been no change in the timeout situation on the scoreboard. But at any rate, first and 10, North Farmington now operating at their own 37. First possession of the football game. We are underway. We are scoreless. A lovely evening for football. A tough game to dress for, though, I'll tell you that much. We'll talk about that. The weather conditions in a little bit late now. Cobb, a little bit of a late handoff to Hollingsworth, and Hollingsworth is going to be buried behind the line of scrimmage. I'm going to give a lot of credit on that tackle to big number 70 for Joni Batha, number 17, outside linebacker, making that particular tackle. It's a loss of 4 yards on the play. Second down and 14 to go, as there was nowhere for Leland Hollingsworth to run the football that time. Clock is operating here at Holland Field, as the Raiders just converted a third down and 11. Behind the chains again here. It's second down and 14. Now Cobb. Little play action, a lot of pressure. Just sort of flung it downfield, and it falls incomplete out near the 40-yard line. One of the linemen was trying to come up with it for the Raiders, which would not have been a completed pass, even if it had been caught. But it's an incomplete pass. It is second down. I'm sorry, it's third down and 14 to go. I got to get my downs straight. That's twice already I've muffed a down. Third down, the situation here. $14 to go. Oh, but we have a penalty. Well, see, there you have it. The Raiders had lineman downfield. Illegal man downfield is the penalty call here against North Farmington. Penalty is declined, so it will in fact be third down and 14. Elijah Cobb. Hollingsworth, the only running back, and Hollingsworth will now trot off to the far flat. Empty backfield for Elijah Cobb. Pressure coming. Cobb wings it as far as he can, and it's too far for everybody. And there are no flags down there.
Pass is incomplete.
Incomplete pass, and it's 4th and 14. The Raiders going to turn it over on downs. So they don't make their 10 yards, and they're in 3 plays, so they'll now punt the ball to the opponent. If they try and fail to pick up a first down here, then the ball would be given to Walled Lake Western at the point where they failed. So they'll just kick it away and pick up some field position here. And to do the kicking, it's number 16, Jeremiah Larkin. Punts away, it's high and it's short. Bounces at midfield, takes a Western bounce, and the Raiders will fall on the football at about the 47, their own 47. So last week it was the Raiders who got excellent field position to start their drives, and right now the Warriors of Walled Lake Western will have terrific field position for their first drive of the night. They will start at the Raider 47. Well, we talked about it. Now we'll see it. The Warriors, a team of which it is said can really run the football. Up under center is David Kroll, number 1. There's a fumble. It's on the ground. I don't know. Maybe the Raiders got it. Maybe the Raiders got it. They did. They have recovered. Football was on the ground immediately on the quarterback exchange and recovered by North Farmington.
Fumble
How
recovered
about
by
that?
Noah Cornspan.
Noah Cornstan given credit for the fumble recovery, and why not? It was he who recovered the football. So how about that turn of events? Walled Lake Western fumbles on their first offensive snap. The Raiders have 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line. First turnover of the football game goes against Walled Lake Western. Turnovers are as important a statistic for keeping track of who's going to win the football game as any other. You win the turnover battle. It is said you more often than not, way more often than not, win the game. Hollingsworth got to the corner. He'll pick up a good solid pickup. 7.
Hollingsworth carries the ball.
Call it 6. Gain of 6 on first down. 2nd down and 4. Hollingsworth solid on that run. All right, now we're here from the North Farmington Raider Band. We'll have their performance tonight for you at halftime. And 1 week from tonight, North Farmington at Farmington. Direct snap to Hollingsworth. Or check it, direct snap to Terrence James. James, the ball carrier, close to first down yardage. And he does pick up that first down. Pick up his 5 yards. 1st and 10 North Farmington now from the Western 40-yard line. So the Raiders looking to see if they can take advantage of an early turnover here by Walled Lake Western. Right now it's Raiders nothing, Warriors nothing here at Holland Field. Cook is going to run it. Gets a block. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Knocked out of bounds by Jakari Anderson.
Give him a pickup of a 2 to the 38. 2nd down and 8. Well, they've spread the ball around in that backfield. Although we do note that Hollingsworth, who's had the bulk of the touches for North Farmington, is on the sideline right now. Terrence James is in at the tailback position. This time Cobb under center. A nice little running play by the Raiders. Look out. They may break this one. It's going to be a touchdown. North Farmington Raiders. Terrence James takes it 38 yards to the house. And the Raiders have the lead here 6-0 at 8:31 remaining here in the opening quarter. How about that? Terrence James, once he got through the first line of defenders, he was on his way to the races as he just dashed down the near right sideline into the end zone for the touchdown to give North Farmington the lead. So how about that, gang? The Raiders, thought by many to be an underdog in this one, have taken a 6-0 lead. Extra point is coming. We wait for the kick from Jad Fayad. It is up. It is good. 7-0 North Farmington.
And our score is North Farmington 7, Walled Lake Western 0.
Take a look at the touchdown run again. Terrence James, at the point of attack, he beat everybody. Then he beat everybody down the sideline into the end zone. 7-0 North Farmington. A quick little drive. Took him 4 plays to go 51 yards. So after the turnover, the Raiders cash in. They had the short field and they took advantage of it. Touchdown romp, a 38-yarder by Terrence James for a 7-0 lead. Now that defense is thinking we got a little something to play with here now. So that Raider defense will get back on the field. That Raider defense has been out there for 1 snap so far in the football game, and we've got 8:31 left to go in the first quarter. It has been a lovely, mostly sunny day here in Farmington. We were supposed to have big wind this afternoon. They were talking about gusts of 30 and 40 miles an hour. That never really materialized, but we have seen a few gusts since we arrived at Howland Field here tonight. We'll see if that has any impact whatsoever on the game. We are not anticipating any rain whatsoever, so we got that going for us. And here comes the kickoff by North Farmington. Little Poochie, little bouncing around on the field. Football, look out. Tell you what, almost getting free. Brandon Horton, a tight end who took that short little pooch kickoff, and he returns into Raider territory. So that means twice now Walled Lake Western has had the football, and twice now they have begun their possession in North Farmington territory. This time I think they're going to put it right on the 45-yard line. And they do. All right, short field for Western. They fumbled on their first play of the game, leading to the North Farmington touchdown, which now sees them, the Warriors, trailing 7-0. Pitch is a little high, and the ball carrier stumbles and goes down right there at the line of scrimmage. That's Donovan Triplett, number 5.
Triplett carried the ball.
Triplett, their most dangerous running back. He's fumbled once tonight, and there he stumbled before he got back to the line of scrimmage. He loses a yard, 2nd down and 11. They did say the temperature tonight would be around 70, low 70s at kickoff, and maybe down into the 50s by the time the game is over tonight. And we see the shadows crossing Holland Field here on this second week of the 2025 high school football season. David Kroll at quarterback, dropping. Trying that left side. Oh, he's got a man wide open down there. And this is going to be a touchdown for Walled Lake Western. The reception by Donovan Triplett. And Kroll hits him. He hits Triplett for a 46-yard touchdown pass. And the Raider lead cut to 7-6 with the point after touchdown pending here. So it was Triplett, Donovan Triplett, number 5, who was in motion on that play. The quarterback Kroll simply dropped back and waited for him to get open, and boy, was he ever open. And around the 20-yard line, we took the pass in and then battled his way past defenders into the end zone to complete a 46-yard scoring play. Point after touchdown is up, and it is no good. Pulled wide left, no good. So the Raiders continue to lead. Well, on little things like that, right? Although it was pretty impressive to see Walled Lake Western's offense that time around. That was a two-play, 46-yard scoring drive.
We'd like to continue to thank and acknowledge our sponsors, including
P18NG. Point after touchdown, no good. 7:28. So it took Western a minute and 3 seconds to answer the touchdown by North Farmington. So we've had a lot of action here for still 7:28 to go in the first quarter. It means we've played less than 5 minutes. Elapsed time in this game is at 4:32. Had a couple of touchdowns, a couple of decent plays. And the Raiders have the lead. Gavin Roberts kicks off for Walled Lake Western. A couple of Raiders back to receive. Let's see if we can identify them for you. 16 for the Raiders is Jeremiah Larkin, and 19 for the Raiders is Will Latcher. They're back to receive the kick. It goes to one of the up backs instead. That's Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth trying to get free. Stood up at about the 30-yard line. Now the scrum sort of gets stuck in place. The referee blows the whistle, and the ball will be placed just beyond the 30-yard line for the Raiders to start this drive. 7-6 football game now.
Don't forget to get your 50-50 raffle tickets. 50-50 raffle tickets.
And the Raiders will have the football on their own 32. I mentioned it last week. Really nice to have the new scoreboards in place here, both at Howland Field and at Falcon Field, which we will see next week on TV 10 Falcon Field. Don't have to worry about those burnt out light bulbs anymore, messing up the score, the time remaining, all the rest of it. Very nice upgrade. There's Cobb on the quarterback keeper. Found a seam. Very close to a first down. Give him a pickup of 9 yards on first down. Elijah Cobb.
Kari Anderson and Brandon Horton on the tackle for the Warriors.
So 2nd and 1. You'll take that all night long if you're Coach John Herstein and the rest of the Raiders. Cobb with the give to Hollingsworth. Waited for an opening to appear, found it, broke free of a tackle, then gets spilled. I'm wondering,
Hollingsworth carried the ball.
it's close to a first down sort of a situation. They will give him the first down. I thought he had picked up the first one. I thought he might have lost the first one. He was contacted by that last man to get to him, but first down on a 2-yard gain by Hollingsworth, and the Raiders have it 1st and 10 now at their own 42. The Raiders hoping tonight that their defense can at least slow down this Walled Lake Western unit, but they were very efficient just a moment ago in a quick 47-yard scoring drive. But they missed the point after. Again, Hollingsworth, this time only a yard.
Hollingsworth carried the ball, tackled by Brandon Horton.
Big number 70, Joni Batha. I will credit with that tackle, because I saw 70 laying on top of number 2, so I said I think 70 brought him down. 70 being Joni Batha. Terrence James out there to take that the tailback position, take the handoff, turn the corner, head down the sidelines. He's to the 30. He's finally knocked out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
Terrence James carried the ball, tackled by Jesse Sturdivant. That's a gain of 37 yards. And another Raiders
37 yards. I'm going to say 36, but 37 yards on that carry by Terrence James. First down Raiders. They're in the red zone now. 1st and 10 for them at the the 20-yard line. Let's take a look at this carry by James. Sprints to the outside, and when he beats this man here, when he beats Jakari Anderson, he's freed on the sideline. Then Anderson was run into by his own man, number 10, Brandon Horton. And it all works out to a 1st and 10 for the Raiders at the 20-yard line. Raiders try the inside once more. His first carry of the night, that's Christian Green.
Christian Green carried the ball.
Senior running back, gets a yard. 2nd and 9. Trey Woods and Leland Hollingsworth trot off the field. See who's in that backfield with Elijah Cobb. It's number 5, Christian Green again. It's on Cobb. Boy, he shoots right up the gut, right up the gap. Down
Elijah
close
Cobb
to the
carried the
10-yard
ball.
line. If he's inside the 10, he's got a first down, and I think he does. It's close, but I think he's got the first.
That's a gain of 9 yards and another
Nope, a gain of 9. Well, that football is right on the 10. I thought the football was right on the 20 when the Raiders began that set of downs. But now it's 3rd down, and no, they've made it 1st down. It is a 1st down. It is a 1st and goal situation. The football is right there on the 10. So we were right. 1st and goal Raiders from the 10. Cobb with the give to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth battling for yards. And he'll pick up 4 of them down to the 6. 2nd down and goal from there. 7-6 football game. The Raiders have the 7th. Looking for more. This North Farmington offense may have surprised Walled Lake Western a bit. All right, here we go. 2nd down, goal to go. And the ball's on the 6. Cobb out of the gun. Keeps it himself. Looking for that left flag. The goal line goes in. Touchdown.
Raiders.
Touchdown for
Number
North
4,
Farmington.
Cobb.
Elijah Cobb runs it in from 6 yards out. And the Raiders go on top 13-6. So good looking drive by North Farmington there has put them into the lead, or has increased their lead, I should say, to 7 points. They're ahead 13-6. Snaps a little low. Kick is on its way. Looks good to me. It's not though. It was left. Missed it left. So the score remains 13-6.
13, Walled Lake Western 6.
All right. Take a look at the touchdown again. It's Cobb, number 4. Just diving over on that left side. Jesse Sturdivant got to him, number 12, but it was too late. That ball had already crossed the plane. It's a touchdown for North Farmington. Cobb has racked up 3 touchdowns now in the first 2 games of the season. Or check that, 2 touchdowns in the first 2 games of the season for Elijah Cobb, Raider quarterback. Well, next year, North Farmington will leave the Oakland Activities Association, as will Farmington. And both schools, North and Farmington, will join the Lakes Valley Conference, of which Walled Lake Western is a member. Walled Lake Central's in the conference. Walled Lake Northern's in the conference. You're going to have the 2 Farmington schools And then all three of the Livonia high schools are moving over to the Lakes Valley Conference next year. That would be Livonia Stevenson. We saw them last week. Livonia Bentley and Livonia Churchill. I may be wrong about Bentley. I'm right about Churchill and Stevenson. I'm trying to remember the name of the third Livonia high school. Bentley may not be there anymore. I don't even know. All right, here we go. Back to football, mercifully enough. After the kickoff, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Warriors at their own 37-yard line. 13-6. The Raiders have the lead here late in the first quarter. Now virtually the entire field is encased in shadow. Just a little bit of light left at that north end zone to our right. Boy, they can run the ball. That's what Coach Herstein said. And the guy who just scored the touchdown for them, Donovan Triplett, just goes racing for a quick 8, maybe 9 yards on first down. Call it an 8-yard pickup out to the 45-yard line. 2nd down and 2. So that's the guy to watch. Number 5, Donovan Triplett. Scored the touchdown on the last possession for Western. And he's the reason that they can run the ball. 2nd down and 2. Raider defense saying we can stop the run, you know. Comes Triplett again. You can't stop him this time. Nice submarine tackle by the quarterback Elijah Cobb to spill Donovan Triplett. But Triplett picks up 1st down yardage and a gain of 8. 1st and 10 for the Warriors from the Raider 46. So that's the story just boiled down. Right there we see Elijah Cobb made a nice stop on that last play, and we pan back and see that Raider defense on 1st and 10 now for Walled Lake Western. Play action, deep ball, incomplete. In the vicinity of Jakari Anderson, the intended receiver, but it falls incomplete. Second down and 10. Well, David Krall, the Warriors quarterback, not afraid to throw the football. Number 1 for Walled Lake Western. That's his jersey number. I'm not sure if he's their number 1 player. That's his jersey number, number 1. All alone in the backfield is Donovan Triplett, and he'll get the carry. And he goes busting through, and he's got the seam, and he's got some speed, and he's spun around and gets out of that tackle. Finally, it takes 3 Raiders to get him on the ground, and not before he's down to the 21-yard line for a pickup of 24. Cobb and Renke credited with the tackle finally. But Triplett goes busting through. Another first down here for Walled Lake Western. As we're into the, as you see, we're into the final minute now, and almost the final half minute of the first quarter. 13-6, the Raiders have the lead, but you wonder. You wonder because of Donovan Cobb. This time he's hit hard in the backfield. And you know what? Turns out it's not even him. That's number 6, the ball carrier, Corey Johnson. And he picks up a yard, but he got hammered. And he's going to trot off. And Donovan Triplett, number 5, is back in there. And that's the end of the first quarter, everybody. With the score, the North Farmington Raiders 13, the Walled Lake Western Warriors 6. So we'll switch ends. And we'll take a break right now, and we'll return shortly to Holland Field.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools. From Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena, Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
Situation as we switch ends in Walled Lake Western in the red zone now. And it's Donovan Triplett. Look at him avoid tacklers. He's still on his feet somehow. Finally brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
Donovan Triplett carried the ball.
So nice word about officiating in the Michigan High School Athletic Association. We have a lady official out there tonight, as a matter of fact. So by all means, come on out. It's a great way to support athletics. But if you're thinking of coming out and supporting your team, no, you don't want to be a referee to do that. You don't.
Timeout called by North Farmington.
The Raiders have elected to call their first timeout of the first half here, as we've just moved into quarter number 2. (13-6) is our score. Coach Herstein looked at the formation that Walled Lake Western had brought to the line of scrimmage and decided to call timeout, and that's what we're doing right now, seeing what adjustments he and the staff will come up with here. All right, here we go. First and goal for the Warriors from the 9. Play action. Little dump off and down the sideline towards the goal line, but not quite in there. That was number 17, Lucas Hoffmeyer. Want to see where they put the football. Hoffmeyer may have stepped out of the 3. And he did. Ball is right there on the 3. It's second down, goal to go. Tailback is number 6, Corey Johnson. You might expect Donovan Triplett to be in there. He is not. Johnson gets the carry. He gets spilled right there at the 2. He got hit immediately, went down. He'll pick up a yard on the play, but it's going to be third and goal from the 2 after that carry by Johnson.
Triplett on the carry brought down by Leland Hollingsworth.
They said it was Triplett on the carry. It was not. It was number 6, Corey Johnson. Plus the videotape proves me wrong, because number 5, Triplett, is in the football game right now at tailback. Third down, goal to go from the 2. A huge play. Triplett. Yeah, makes a miss, dives into the end zone, touchdown for Walled Lake Western.
Warriors touchdown by number 5, Donovan Triplett.
So Triplett, a 2-yard touchdown carry. He's got both the touchdowns for the Warriors tonight. This comes with 10:46 left in the second quarter as they line up for the extra point. 13-12 right now. This will tie it if it's good. And this kick is good, and we are tied.
And our score
So 13-13, and let's watch number 5, Donovan Triplett. We've called his name a lot already tonight, and I got a feeling we're going to call it a few times more. He's number 5 for the Warriors, takes that handoff, and really nobody laid much of a hand on him at all until he'd gotten to the goal line, and then it's too late. So 13-13, a surprisingly good game. Reading some of the pregame hype heading into this one, I was thinking we might have a mercy rule situation being invoked, but no. It's a good competitive ball game here tonight. A beautiful fall evening. Nice and clear, a few wispy clouds. But temperatures falling after the sun goes down. The sun is, it'll be down in another 20, 25 minutes. Gavin Roberts will kick it away. And a line drive kick takes the high hop. And it's Cobb on the return. And he gets leveled out there by Brandon Horton, number 10.
By Elijah Cobb. Tackled by Brandon Horton at the 34-yard line. First and 10 for the Raiders.
First and 10 North Farmington now from the 25-yard line. A 13-13 tie here early in the second quarter. The Raider marching band and Pom Pond squad for you at halftime here tonight from Holland Field. And don't forget, a week from tonight, the showdown, Farmington and North Farmington from Falcon Field. Here comes Cobb, and he'll pick up a gain of a couple of yards before Novak Lazic brings him down.
Elijah Cobb carries the ball for the Raiders. Tackle is led by Novak Lazic.
I think we have a Raiders shaken up. And it's Cobb. It's the quarterback, Elijah Cobb. Slow to get up after that last carry. He did pick up 4 yards on it for the record. But he's being tended to across the way. So that's a big storyline. All right, while we tend to the injured player, let's just stand aside, and we'll be back with you shortly from Holland Field. Well, Cook has gone to the sideline under his own power. That's the good news. He'll have to miss a play. And Terrence James, number 0, is in that shotgun formation. Hands to Hollingsworth, who's got a seam. Hollingsworth right down the gut, and he's going to score, everybody. He is going to go right down the field, and he is going to score a 56-yard touchdown run. 56 yards on the touchdown by Hollingsworth, and Leland puts the Raiders back on top. A 65-yard touchdown run, and the Raiders go back on top 19-13 early here in the second quarter. Well, I'll tell you what, Western tied the score, and it took the Raiders all of 18 seconds to untie the score. Tyler Hollingsworth, the long touchdown romp. The game tied at 19, or I'm sorry, the Raiders lead 19-13. Looking to get a 20th point? No, looking to go for 2. And Elijah Cobb is back in there, the quarterback number 4. He missed that last play because he was shaken up. But he's back in there now. 2-point conversion to see if the Raiders can run the total to 21. And Cobb's going to throw for it. Caught by Terrence James in the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good. And how about that? The Raiders move into a 21-13 lead. Well, now, as this score begins to leak out around the conference, we'll take a look at this touchdown, the one that has given the Raiders the lead back again. And that's Leland Hollingsworth, number 2. And tell you what, he found that hole at the point of attack, and he was off to the races. Outdistancing everyone with relative ease. The 2-point conversion was good. And I'll tell you what, the Raiders, this score is shocking people around the OAA. Raiders 21, Warriors 13. Kept reading the paper this week about the powerful Walled Lake Western Warriors. And they may be. But they're getting all they can handle right now from this North Farmington unit. Tonight, the Raiders are powerful and very strong. All right, time for the ensuing kickoff. And again, it's one of those pooch kicks. Now, it's been touched by Western at this point, but they will field the ball. Novak Lazic out beyond the 40. He'll give the Warriors decent field position at their own 42. Ball spotted at the 42, and here comes Walled Lake to the line. Trailing in this football game, 21-13. They have trailed throughout, except for when they tied the score. There's a triplet, Donovan triplet, on the end around. Oh, not this time. Oh, he reverses his field. He's still on his not anymore. He's not on his feet.
Triplet brought down in the backfield.
64 on the stop. Jaden Rogers. We called his name a number of times last week in the Stevenson game. We'll call it again here tonight. That's a loss of 5 big yards by Donovan Triplett. Look at him here. It looked like the Raiders are going to get him. Nope. Gets away, doesn't get away. Nice, strong hands by Jaden Rogers. You saw that jersey getting pulled back off the ball carrier's body, because he had been latched onto. All right, second down. Call it second down and 15 from the 37. I was going to call it another yard, but I won't. Second down, 15 to go. Another deep ball, but this one too deep and thrown out of bounds by David Kroll. Jakari Anderson said to be the target on that last pass attempt. Probably get a Farmington Falcons score for you at halftime too. They are playing tonight at Holly. Holly lost their opener 34-0 to Bay City Western. Falcons came up with a road victory to open their season last Thursday night. They beat Southfield they beat Oak Park in Oak Park 17-12, but they needed a little help at the end to stave them off. But they got it. Kroll throws the screen pass. He's got blockers. And a first down and more.
Lucas Hoffmeyer, tackled by Jameer Renty.
Lucas Hoffmeyer was the receiver / runner on that play. And he's all the way down to the North Farmington 40-yard line. Take another look at it right here. Well set up screen. And blockers in front. That play picks up 22 yards. First and 10 for Western at the Raider 40. Crawl, a pass play all the way. Now he pulls it down. Tries to hit a man in the left flat, but overthrew his intended target, Jesse Sturdivant.
Intended for Jesse Sturdivant.
Clock stops on the incompletion. But look at that score. Raiders 21 and the visitors 13. Raider performance tonight will portend to two things. Number one, that they're a powerhouse in the OAA Blue, a team to be taken seriously, certainly. And number two, it'll put a notion in Walled Lake Western's head because they're going to be playing in the same conference as the Raiders next season. Crawl low under center. Donovan Triplett carrying men with him. Gets 3 or maybe 4.
The tackler is led by Gabe Jankowski.
Call that a gain of 3, and it's going to be 3rd and 7. So the Falcons on the road last week at Oak Park led 17-12 in the final minute. And there was a no catch decision made on the end line of the end zone, and that call went the way of Farmington, and they got out of there with a 17-12 victory. And as we mentioned, they're on the road tonight playing at Holly. Triplett. He's got that opening, look out, cuts it to the outside, 30-20. 15 out of bounds. Finally shoved out of bounds by Elijah Cobb. But another 20-plus yard pickup for Walled Lake Western. And for their outstanding running back, Donovan Triplett. He's down to the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 right there. And again, I look, and again, the clock's not running, and again, I wonder why. I mean, the chains have been set for the first down for a good 20 seconds. The clock is not running. Oh, beautiful, nearly full moon is rising off to our right near that north end, so we'll have to get a shot of that. Triplett. Or check it. That was number 6, Corey Johnson. Johnson gets a couple of yards.
Carried the ball, tackled by Gabe Jankowski.
That was Johnson, number 6, who carried the ball on that last carry. I was trying to alert the booth, but I couldn't. Triplett, number 5, is back in the ball game. It is 2nd down and 8 to go. They fake the give to Triplett. They thought for a second they're going to throw back to him. Instead, the pass goes into the end zone. Is it intercepted? What's the call here?
Interception.
It is an interception. It is picked off in the end zone. Holy cow. Another turnover for Walled Lake Western. That's their 2nd. And if you win the turnover battle, right?
Interception by
I'll tell you what, they were on the doorstep. Western was on the doorstep. Let's take a look at this interception. It's a bit of a wild one. See Crawl rolling, looks right there like he's going to throw back, then over the middle he goes. And the ball's battered around a little bit. You see it's still in midair. And the kid with the green hands, the green gloves. And if that is that Leland Hollingsworth number 2, at any rate, it's an interception by North Farmington. They take over 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line. They don't get much on 1st down, however, on that carry by Terrence James. Maybe lose a yard, 2nd down and 11. But how about that? Western looking to go in and tie the score. with a 2-point conversion, they would have tied the score. Instead, they turned the football over in the end zone. An interception. And as soon as we can find the kid that had the green gloves on and made the interception, we're going to identify him. Hollingsworth lined up behind Cobb. Cobb pulls it down, looks to run, no room to run. He gets a yard back to the original line of scrimmage, the 20. The Raiders have the lead tonight, 21-13, as we approach 5 minutes to go in the first half. At halftime, we'll have the Raider marching band and the Raider Pond squad. Maybe a few more PSAs. Don't forget, 1 week from tonight, we're at Falcon Field. The Raiders and the Falcons in the annual showdown game. Delighted to have that one for you here on TV 10. Once again, I'm at a loss to explain to you what the
second time out of the half.
What the whole delay was about there. Now, North Farmington calls timeout so we can sit around and talk for another minute or two with nothing going on the field. Except there's a lot going on in the field. There's just not going on right now. North Farmington has 2 takeaways tonight. And they always say, don't they? If you win the turnover battle, you win the football game. Well, right now the Raiders are winning the turnover battle, and they are winning the football game. The first turnover came on Walled Lake Western's first snap of the football game. Donovan Triplett, their star running back, fumbled the ball. Raiders that took over, and 52 yards later found themselves in the end zone. And at that point had taken themselves a 13-6 lead. It's seesawed a little bit, was tied at 13. Now the Raiders have a 21-13 lead with 4:25 left to go in the half. So that leaves the Raiders with 1 timeout remaining in the half. And our current situation is 3rd down and 10 for North Farmington. Elijah Cobb with Trey Woods in motion. Cobb, time to throw, launches it deep, a little contact down there. They were trying to get the football to Carter Asbell, but it goes incomplete. The Raiders will turn it over on downs, or not on downs. They will punt the football away on 4th down to avoid turning it over on downs. So the Raiders unable to make hay with that last turnover, but the hay they did make was the prevention of a what appeared to be a certain Walled Lake touchdown. But Western didn't get that touchdown. Second punt of the night for Will Latra. Oh, that ball was taking a nice Walled Lake Western bounce and roll, but Jameer Rendell rather, reached out and touched the football. Maybe cost him some yards. These things happen. We're learning how to play football at this level. Raiders have learned their lessons well. 21-13 the lead over Walled Lake Western as we are just a few seconds away from 4 minutes to go in the first half. Raiders opening the season playing 4 of 5 at home. Farmington, meanwhile, opening with 4 of their first 5 on the road. Their only home game during that stretch and North's only road game during that stretch will be the showdown at Falcon Stadium 1 week from tonight. Did I mention we're going to have it for you on TV 10? Because we are. First touch of the night for Wes Nichols, and he goes for 5.
Lucas Hoffman carried the ball. Packers led by Gabe Jankowski.
So 2nd down and 5. Here comes Triplett. Triplets bringing away from a tackle and another, and he goes down, he stumbles to the turf, down inside the 40-yard line at the 38. First down for Western at the Raider 38. The clock continues to run not quickly enough. 3:10 to go here in this first half. Raiders fans want this clock to get to double zeros, get to halftime as soon as possible. Preferably with the Raiders still in the lead. It's a nice dive play by Corey Johnson, number 6.
Corey Johnson carried the ball. Tackled by Gabe Jankowski and Terrence James.
Nice pickup of 7 first down yards. So 2nd and 3 here for the Warriors. Their unis remind you a lot of Farmington Falcons uniforms. Comes Triplett. Bounces it outside. But I tell you what, give a lot of credit to number 0, Terrence James, who made that stop for North Farmington. He had to take him on one-on-one and basically jumped on his back to get him to go out of bounds. Number 5, Donovan Triplett. The story of this Walled Lake Western offense, and a big part of the story of this football game here tonight as we hit 2 minutes to go in the first half. 2 minutes remaining. North Farmington 21, Walled Lake Western 13 as the moon rises over Holland Field on a lovely Friday night. But right now it's Western driving. They're down to the 20-yard line, and here comes Triplett again on that pitch. Around the right side, down the sideline to the pylon.
Triplett carried the ball.
To the pylon, and they'll say he's down at the 1.
Marked out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Actually, they spot the football on the 2. So Donovan Triplett gets it down to knocking on the door territory. You see he's trotting off right now. Exactly 100 seconds to go here in the opening half. 1 minute and 40 seconds. Triplett not in at tailback right now. It's Johnson, number 6. David Krall, quarterback. Hands to Johnson. Johnson stood up at the line and denied the goal line. He'll pick up a yard, but he has denied the goal line. 2nd down and goal from the 1.
Triplett on the carry.
Not 5, 6. Triplett back in there. 2nd and goal from the 1. A whistle at the snap. Timeout by the Raiders.
By North Farmington, their last timeout.
So Coach Herstein uses his last timeout after he sees what formation Western was going to run. So the Raiders will gather up and answer and come up with some sort of a defense of their own. Under a minute to go, as you see, 56 seconds to go, as a matter of fact, and Raiders hoping to hang on to that lead until the end of the game, but until halftime at least. Their lead right now is 8. Each team has missed a PAT in the game. That counts for the. But the Raiders got theirs back by converting a 2-point conversion for their 21. And the Tigers have a lead, 4-3 over the White Sox in the 5th at Comerica Park. They are playing Comerica, aren't they? Yeah, I was down there on Monday. Had a good time. I've attended a few sporting events as a fan here in recent weeks. I'm really enjoying it. You can do things in the stands you can't do in the broadcast booth, for example. Now here's Triplett. Can he get in? Boy, I don't know. I don't know. That second wave came in and buried him, and he's short. They stopped Triplett at the 1 yard line. No gain. Holy cow, kids. Holy cow. 3rd and 1. That football precariously close to the goal line. Clock is running here. We're under 30 seconds to go. So 3rd and goal from the 1. And Triplett's in that backfield, and he'll take the pitch, but he doesn't. He fumbles it, then he kicks it. Then he's got to fall on it. Way back at the 15-yard line, and you know what? It's 4th down and goal to go, and they're at the 15-yard line. It's 4th down and goal to go. They're not going to put it in the end zone, I don't think. 11 seconds to go in the half. So Triplett, his second fumble of the night. This one he recovered himself, but here it is. And yeah, he booted it, and then he's got to fall on it. And Walled Lake Western will call timeout here. And the football's back on the 15-yard line. It is 4th and goal from there. 4th and goal from the 15, 11 seconds to go in the half. This is a good way to end a half. Got a little excitement down there, a little intrigue. Can't get over that moon. Truck, get us a shot of the moon. It is rising over the softball field. It's lovely. 11 seconds to go as Walled Lake brings it to the line. They are going to try the field goal. It'll be a 31-yard attempt by Gavin Roberts. So here we go. 32-yard attempt on the way, and it's good. It's good. So they don't get the touchdown, but they do get the field goal. The Raiders will take that deal every day of the week. So we'll have one last meaningless kickoff here with 7 seconds to go in the half. The Raiders doubtlessly will down the football if they don't run it back for the TD. And then we'll move on to halftime. And again tonight, the Raider marching band. You know, the kids work hard at those marching bands. I know, I was a band parent. And when you see them on the field Friday night at a football game, that's not all they do. These marching bands compete. Then there's our moon. Nice job, Truck. Nice job. Yeah. It'll be blood red on Sunday night. Be a full moon on Sunday night and the blood red crescent moon or whatever it's called. It'll be great. Right now it's shining on Holland Field and it's shining on the home team. Raiders have a 21-16 lead with 7 seconds to go here in the opening half. Well, when we come back from halftime, full nighttime will be in effect here at North Farmington High School. Got to be careful here because that's a live football. And it bounded around the goal line, may have gone into the end zone. All that took 7 seconds, still 4 seconds on the clock. The question is, well, I think the question is it a safety? Or does North Farmington get the football on the 1? Or does the football go into the end zone such that it's brought out to the 20 and it's Raiders ball there? It was touched in the field of play. I think it was Elijah Cobb who touched it. And that's the source, I think, of some of the confusion right now. Because the ball did not go into the end zone cleanly. It had been touched by a Raider player first. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Raiders just outside the goal line. I mean, really, it's the official line of scrimmage is the 1, but that thing, the back of that football is nearly touching the goal line. 4 seconds to go. The clock will start on the snap. So the Raiders have to be careful here. that they don't lose a foot and get called for a safety. I'm telling you, that football is as close to a goal line as it can be without actually touching it. So here we go. Last play of the first half, 4 seconds to go in it. And a timeout here by Western. Tell you what, let's...
Every high school sporting event in the state of Michigan has one thing in common: officials. Every game, every meet, every match. Without officials, there'd be no touchdowns, no three-pointers, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever, because without officials, it's just practice.
All right, getting ready still. We've been getting ready for some time. Getting ready for the final 4 seconds of the first half here. The Raiders have the ball as backed up as you can possibly be. All they have to do here is register a play of no gain, and we'll go to halftime, and the Raiders will have a 5-point lead. Let's see if that can happen. Well, it's going to be half the distance to the goal line against North Farmington. If you're going to take a penalty for flinching, that's just the time to do it.
Penalty against the Raiders.
So that penalty officially is about 4 inches. But they do move the ball back. And here we go. The Raiders have got to get the football out of the end zone. Quarterback sneak, and Cobb does it. And that's going to be the end of the first half.
And at the end of the first half, the score is North Farmington 21, Walled Lake Western 16. Stay tuned.
So that was a terrific first half of football. Tell you what, the Raiders are stunning Walled Lake Western here tonight, 21-16 in a game a lot of people thought might be lopsided in the other direction, but that Raider defense, some clutch offensive play as well, has staked them to a 21-16 lead here as we look to move towards halftime. Story of the football game so far, well, I can't even tell you. I don't have my glasses on, but I'll tell you what, we've seen some outstanding play from the court before there, I'm going to get my glasses. The people in the truck, Dylan just told me the score is 21-16, which I thought I knew, but that's okay. How we got here, though, was Elijah Cobb with a 6-yard touchdown run. You had Terrence James with a 38-yard touchdown run. The Raiders moved into leads of 7-0, 7-6, 13-6. Game was tied at 13. Raiders on a 65-yard Hollingsworth run took a 21-13 lead, and then on the last play of the half, a 31-yard field goal by Walled Lake Western tells us the score, which is North Farmington 21 and Walled Lake Western 16. Raider marching band, as you see, is getting their act together in a quite literal sense, and they will have the field here in just a moment or two. We will stand aside. Pom-pom squad's coming up as well a little later on. Always love the pom-poms. And so that'll all be terrific, and then we'll be back with the full third quarter action. Again, here at the half, North Farmington 21, Walled Lake Western 16. Enjoy the show, everybody. We'll be back with you shortly.
halftime at Holland Field with the Spirit of North Raider Marching Band. Tonight, the Raider Marching Band presents their 2025 season show, Echoes of the Frontier. Our show features the music The Thunder Rolls by Garth Brooks, Appalachian Spring by Aaron Copeland, Hang High by Dominic Frontier, and Ecstasy of Gold by Ennio Morricone. Original show designed by Steve Sweatich. Soloists include Max Lewis on clarinet, London Bishop, Whirler, Ian Hammer, Renata Packard, and Sadie Snyder, color guard. Danny Uha, also sax, Jay Pham, flute, Eve Lung, harmonica, and Luke DePloy, trombone. Other featured performers include a saxophone quartet with Danny Uha, Megan Susina, Lenny Bono, and Madison Stiff, and a brass content with Toby Kastner, Robin Schott, Anya Pai, Luke DeBoy, and Johnny Boyle. Drum major first class Brooke Decker and assistant drum major Alana Daniel. Is your band ready?
We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official. It's the best decision I've made.
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. You know, I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
Get to be outside, get to like experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
It helped me become not only a better official, but a better person.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And it's just been wonderful.
Yeah. Correct. That's fine. Okay. With you here at Holland Field, where the North Farmington Raiders lead the visiting West. Guys, we're playing tonight. Walled Lake Western Warriors. It's the Raiders 21 and the Warriors 16. I really did forgot who we're playing tonight. 21-16 though. The Raiders have the lead over whoever they're playing tonight. It's one of the Walled Lake schools. You know, there's three of them: Northern, Central, and Western. We're playing Northern tonight. I believe we're going to have a drone show. I think this is the drone show with the lights that can be damaging to your Who knows? But and there it is. We'll sit back and enjoy. So a little bit of a new feature here. A little bit of a light show and a little music to get everybody fired up for the second half. And again, the Raiders lead the visitors from Walled Lake by that score of 21-16. It was Terrence James who got the Raiders on the board, a 38-yard scoring jaunt with 8:31 left to go in the first quarter. 51-yard scoring drive, and the Raiders had a 7-0 lead. But on their first possession, it was Donovan Triplett who showed us the first of his moves as he ran 46 yards for a touchdown of his own. Game was tied at that point, they missed the extra point. It was 7-6. It's 21-16 now. So here we go with the second half, and this is Donovan Triplett on the return to out near the 30-yard line. So it is from there that Walled Lake Western will begin, trailing the Raiders by 5 points as we move into the third quarter, a game that a lot of people thought was going to be an easy win for Walled Lake Western. Well, they may still turn out to win the football game, but they're not going to say it was easy when this one's all over. They trail by 5 to the Raiders here at as we begin the third quarter of play. There's been a personal foul assessed against North Farmington. First mistake the Raiders have made tonight. They've played turnover-free football. They've had a couple of illegal procedure penalties, but that, a 15-yard personal foul, is those kill you. So instead of 1st and 10 at the 30, it's 1st and 10 from the 45 for Walled Lake Western. And there he is, Donovan Triplett, picking up first down yardage and a little bit more. Gets 13 yards on that carry, the first of the second half. So immediately, Western into Raider territory at the 43-yard line. Nice halftime show by the Raider marching band. The Palms never showed up, though. I had heard talk there was going to be Palms. There were no Palms. Fumble! It's on the ground. The Raiders may have gotten it again. They may have gotten it again. Let's wait and see. Raider ball. Raider ball. They turned it over again. A third turnover. It's Christian Green on the recovery for North Farmington. But Walled Lake Western has turned it over for the third time tonight. Holy cow. So take another look at this one. It's Triplett, number 5, who coughs it up. And it's on the ground. And for the second time tonight, the Raiders recover a Donovan Triplett fumble. And you add those 2 fumbles to an interception by North Farmington in the end zone. And you got 3 turnovers, 3 takeaways for North Farmington, 3 turnovers by Walled Lake Western. And the Raiders have yet to turn the football over tonight. Elijah Cobb shaken up and had to miss a play in the first half. Out there in good order right now. The flag was dropped, now another flag, and it's a procedure call again against North Farmington. One of those little mistakes that can wind up hurting you. Makes it first down and 15 for North Farmington. We are fully under the lights now at Holland Field. Rich Kincaid with you here on TV 10. We'll be back with you next Friday night. And the Falcons play host to the Raiders. Farmington versus North Farmington. Hey, the only place you can see it is right here on TV 10. How about that? That's what I call a full backfield here for the Raiders. Hollingsworth will take the handoff, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all that we can say about that. Officially a gain of a yard on that play. So 2nd and 14. Or check it. Officially no gain on that play, 2nd down and 15. Terrence James is bringing in the play slowly. Or maybe it's Cobb bringing in the play. At least he's jockeying the model. Only takes a moment to let the fellows know what is to be run here. On a 2nd down and 15. Raiders 21. Walled Lake Western 16. We're in the 3rd quarter. Cobb has got the time. Passes away and it's caught right down below us at midfield. Caught at midfield for a pickup of 10 yards. Terrence James with that reception. And now it's manageable. It'll be 3rd down and 5 for the Raiders. We'll take another look at it. Terrence James wide open, right along the sideline, and Elijah Cobb delivered the pigskin. 3rd down and 5 from dead on midfield. A keeper here by Cobb. Found that seam, spins forward, picks up the first down.
Cobb on the carry.
Elijah Cobb
It's a gain of 5
needed
yards on
5,
another.
gets 6th. First down for the Raiders. They converted that
Raiders,
first down after picking up the penalty on first down. And they keep the drive alive. And most importantly, they keep that football. In football, you can't score without the football. The Raiders want to possess that ball as much as they can. So Elijah Cobb having a solid night at quarterback for North Farmington. Just got that first down with his legs. Another solid first down gain and more. Holy cow. Down the sidelines inside the 10-yard line goes Hollingsworth. And Hollingsworth has a 1st and goal set up for the Raiders. Got 32 yards on that carry. 32 yards on that carry by Leland Hollingsworth. 37 yards pickup, a first down. And now they're in a goal-to-go situation from the 8. 1st and goal. Make it to 7. Once again, Rich getting confused by all the lines that are drawn on the field. But that football's on the 7. 1st and goal, North Farmington. Oh my goodness. One salivates at the prospect of a 28-16 lead in this football game. Let's see if the Raiders can pull it off. 1st and goal at the Warriors 7-yard line. Cobb with the give to the goal line. The football came out. I think the football came out. Well, Lake says they've got it. I don't know. Well, the Raider offense is running off the field. So they have fumbled the football. The Raiders fumbled the football on the 1-yard line. Let's take a look at it. Let's see what happened here. Yeah, just on that last step, the ball came out. That was Terrence James, who's had such a good game for the Raiders tonight, but he lost the football at the goal line. So the only good news here, after I jinxed it by saying it'd be nice to score a touchdown, which you should not do, Walled Lake is backed up as far as you can be on a football field. They've got the football inside their own 1-yard line. And I think that was Triplett moving the pile out to about the 3. It was. So second down, 7 to go. They're not afraid to try that pitch to Triplett. And this time it works as he picks up 6 yards out to the 10. Going to be 3rd and a yard. So a real big play here. A real big play here. If the Raiders can stop them on 3rd down, they almost certainly will have to punt because they're so far back in their own end. 3rd down and 1. (21-16). 21-16. The Raiders with the lead. 7.5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. That beautiful, nearly full moon has taken full effect over the south end zone here tonight. I don't think Triplett got back to the line of scrimmage, do you? He got shoved right back. Did he have forward progress? I don't think he did. They're going to mark that a loss of a yard or two. And Triplett has stopped. Actually, he lost 3 yards. Triplett lost 3 yards. So it's 4th and 4. And with the football at their own 7-yard line, Walled Lake Western is going to have to punt. You go back in this football game, you're going to look at this series of plays where after the Raiders turned it over for the first time tonight, they lead the turnover battle 3-1. But after they turned it over like that, the defense stood tall and forced Walled Lake Western to punt it from their own end zone. The kick is away, a high booming kick. Unusually long for a high school kick. It comes to rest at the 35-yard line. So a 31-yard punt, 36-yard punt. But the Raiders are going to have the football 1st and 10 at the +35. So their best position for starting a drive tonight. And so after all of that, everything that's gone on already here in this 3rd quarter, already everything that's gone on in the 2nd half, the score remains unchanged from halftime, 21 for North Farmington and 16 for Walled Lake Western. So the Raiders are back on the football, 1st and 10 at the opponent 35-yard line. Hollingsworth lunges forward to get a couple. Hollingsworth has had quite a night toting the rock, as they say. 46-yard or rather a 65-yard touchdown jaunt for Hollingsworth already in this one tonight. Had that big 37-yard pickup on the last drive for North Farmington, the last time they had the football. Two running backs are flanked in front of Cobb, who rolls, throws, almost picked off. Threw it right into the hands of number 10, Brandon Horton, but Horton unable to come up with it. 3rd and long, 3rd and 8 coming up now for North Farmington. There's Elijah Cobb, number 4, the quarterback, getting this important play call. The Raiders, coming off that big defensive stop, would love to generate offensively. But again, a 3rd and 8 for them right here. So here we go, 3rd and 8, empty backfield. 3 wides to the left side. Now Hollingsworth will move back into the tailback position. Terrence James comes in motion. Going to try to throw to James. He caught the football, was hit, trying to get away, but he's going to be dragged down at the 32-yard line. And he's going to be a good 5-6 yards shy of the first down. 4th and 5. So they likely will go for it here, given the field position. A field goal from here would be 47 yards. That's too long for high school. Most of the time. Almost all of the time. So the situation is 4th down. They're going to call it 4th and 5. The line to gain is the 25. The football's on the 30. Cobb. Backside pressure. Got the pass away, picked off. Intercepted. And back the other way they come. That pass intercepted by Jakari Anderson. And Anderson returns out to near midfield. Terrence James came up with the tackle. And the guy who intercepted the ball, Jakari Anderson, is a little shaken up on the play. So let's take another look at this interception. You can see number 0 up at the top of your screen jumps the route, right? And returns it about 20 yards. Oh, he did get slammed to the turf pretty hard, and he's being tended to right now by the Walled Lake Warrior training staff as we take a look here at the North Farmington players gathered on the bench. There are actually 2 Walled Lake Western players who are down on the turf right now. So I don't know if we're ready to go to a PSA, but if we are, he would certainly be right back here. And now Anderson is back on his feet. And the other injured player, Brandon Horton, is back on his feet as well. And they're stretching out one football player's leg there. That's generally a good sign because that generally means it's a cramp or a cramp. So now the Raiders have turned the football over twice. Walled Lake Western has turned it over 3 times. We're still watching that as a gauge, see if that turnover proves to be a correct barometer of success. If you have more turnovers than the other team, you lose. If you have more takeaways, you win. Right now, the Raiders have more takeaways, but the gap is narrowing following that interception a moment ago by Elijah Cobb. 4:26 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. All right, here we go. Walled Lake Western 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line after the interception. This is Johnson, and he gets a nice solid 9-yard pickup on 1st down. Corey Johnson. Number 5, Donovan Triplett, isn't carrying the ball. Number 6, Johnson is. A nice solid 9-yard pickup on 1st down. Clock runs as we go under 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. And the Warriors at their own 49. Tell you what, depends on when they blow the whistle. Looks like he picked it up. And that was Johnson, Corey Johnson, on the carry. Needed a yard, got a yard. 1st and 10 for Walled Lake Western. Raider crowd below us and to our left starting to get a little rowdy. This is a good thing to see on a Friday night. Good ball game here at Holland Field. 21-16 Raiders with the lead. Walled Lake Western with the football. And 1st down on that pass to Jakari Anderson. So Kroll has been efficient when he's thrown the ball. The Warrior quarterback. He hasn't thrown it all that much. They just keep giving the ball to Donovan Triplett. And recently to Corey Johnson, their other running back. Straight drop to pass out of the gun. Deep ball headed towards the end zone, caught down there for a touchdown for Walled Lake Western. Caught in the end zone by Jesse Sturdivant, a senior wide receiver. And it is a 34-yard touchdown pass. It comes with 2:15 left to go in the third quarter. So that makes the score Western 22, North Farmington 21, with the extra point pending. So just like that, an electrifying play. The pass to Sturdivant from the quarterback David Kroll, 38 yards on the completion, 38 yards on the touchdown. 22-21 with now Western deciding they will go for two. So Kroll down low under center with the give to Johnson, and Johnson walks into the end zone, but he lost the football. No, they ended up giving the football to number 1, David Kroll, the quarterback, who wound up with possession, and it goes into the end zone. I'll be interested to see the replay here. Nice play fake by Kroll, though. He fooled me big time. But the two-point conversion is good. Let's take a look at it here. This is the touchdown now. The pass to Sturdivant, covering, I should say, 35 yards. And Sturdivant got in behind a couple of defenders there to get that touchdown. And the two-point conversion is good. So now Walled Lake Western has a 24-21 lead on North Farmington. So down to 2:15 left to go in the third quarter, and Walled Lake Western has the lead for the first time tonight. So the Raiders to win, no, now they're going to have to score at least 25. Watching Gavin Roberts, 89 for Walled Lake, the kicker. Most of the kicks we've seen tonight have been pooch kicks, line drive kicks, leading us to believe we'll see one here. Nope, this one they boom down to the return men and dancing around, but not getting too much progress is Stone Trevino. I'm sorry, 16, Jeremiah Larkin was the return man. So the Raiders will have the football inside of their own 30-yard line at the 28. And now, for the first time tonight, they trail. Going to put the ball on the 27-yard line. 1st and 10, Raiders at the 27. This is Cobb, a designed run, and it's good for only a yard or two. Well, they're calling it no gain, and we'll go with that based on where the sticks are. 2nd down and 10 for North Farmington. And with Western having taken the lead just a few moments ago, it's I'm trying to describe the emotion. feels like a little bit of a letdown right now. Hollingsworth, he who's had a big night on the ground, he can't get free this time. He'll pick up a couple of yards. It'll be 3rd down and 8. It's been a battle all night long. 24-21, Western leading it now. But it's the first time they've led in this football game. They didn't take that lead until there were only 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Well, last week against Stevenson, late in the 3rd quarter, Stevenson took the lead. The Raiders rallied back to score 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. So will that be their script here again tonight? We're into the final 30 seconds now of this 3rd quarter. 3rd and long, 3rd down and 8 for the Raiders here. Empty backfield with everybody in motion. And here's the quarterback keeper, but nowhere near what was required for the first down. Cobb was tackled by Novak Lazic, but he only gets a couple of yards on that carry, so the Raiders will be forced to punt the football away. Third quarter has come to an end. Third quarter has come to an end, and it is Walled Lake Western with a 24-21 lead over the North Farmington Raiders. And the Raiders unable to come up with the answer that they really wanted to come up with after that go-ahead touchdown by Walled Lake Western, as they found themselves going 3 and out. And they will start the 4th quarter by punting the football back to the Warriors. Cheerleaders have got it going on to our left here as the lights go on and off here at Holland Field. We love the new pyrotechnics. Raider fans, the student body, having a good time tonight, which is all well and appropriate for a Friday night in high school, but they'd like to see the guys come back as well. Trailing, as you see, by 3 points and 3 points only. And now that defense got to get out there and make some stops. First time that, as we mentioned, first time that Walled Lake Western has led this football game tonight. It came late in the 3rd quarter with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go in it, when David Krall hit Sturdivant with a 38-yard touchdown pass. And that was the score that has put Walled Lake Western into the lead here tonight. Will Lodge with a punter for the Raiders. Although the Raiders are not lined up for a punt, they're going for it here. They're going for it on 4th and 6 from their own 32-yard line. How about this? And now Elijah Cobb runs to the sideline, and then they snap the ball to the up-back, and it is carried for a first down. It is carried by Terrence James for a first down. A bit of a trick there, because it looked like the quarterback, Elijah Cobb, was running off the sideline, perhaps with a question, and then they snapped the ball. While this was going on, they snapped the ball to Terrence James, and Terrence James just picked up the first down. How about that? Let's take another look at this. This is all too weird for me. Now there's the ball snapped. You don't see Elijah Cobb. He's out of the frame. He's all the way to the sideline now. But this play worked. It was really, it looked to me, didn't it to you? Terrence James was 1 on 7 there, and he beat all 7 guys and got the first down. So how about that? The Raider drive continues. Here comes Cobb, cutting outside, cutting inside, finally being brought down at the 44. That's a gain of 6 on first down, though, for Elijah Cobb. 11:10 to go, and the clock running here at Holland Field. I'm Rich Kincaid. Great to have you with us on TV 10 on this Friday night. 1 week from tonight, we'll be at Falcon Field. Farmington, they'll be making their first TV 10 appearance of the season. They will play host to these North Farmington Raiders. We're going to have all the action for you 1 week from tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern Time here on TV 10. Feels good to say the time zone. but you got it. It's available all over the world. All right, 2nd down and 4. The Raiders are looking to mount a drive right here. And they get a 1st down carry from Leland Hollingsworth.
Leland carries the ball for a 6-yard gain. Another Raiders 1st down.
We have an injured Walled Lake player, meanwhile. So both teams will head to their respective sidelines. It's a 1st down for the Raiders right at midfield. Or maybe at the plus 49. But this is turned into, this is going to be an exciting game the rest of the way. I'm pretty sure of it. 10.5 minutes to go, 24-21 the score. The visitors with that 24-point total. And there you see it, a 1st and 10 for North Farmington. 1 play resumes. And it's another case where the player is having his leg stretched. And usually that happens when there's a muscle pull or something. Let's stand aside while they tend to the injured player. We'll be back in just a moment.
Today I'm going to tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
1st and 10 Raiders as we're back at Holland Field. Hollingsworth cutting up that left side, almost got free. He steps out of bounds, forced out of bounds at the 40. That's a pickup of 9 yards. 2nd down and 1. And you wonder, don't you? Are the Raiders wearing the Warriors down? Is the Raider offense wearing the Warrior defense down? We're into the 4th quarter. Remember last week, the Raiders scored 2 4th-quarter touchdowns to come from behind and win. Now they're looking to come from behind again on this Friday night. Won't need 2 touchdowns, though, as they trail it by 3. And another 1st down, or another 1st down carry of substantial yardage. The pickup this time is 6 on the run by Hollingsworth. Second down and 4. You just have the feel right now the Raiders are driving that football. Second down and 4. This is Cobb. This is Cobb being pushed forward and forward and forward, and he's down to the 25-yard line. And that's a pickup of 9 yards. It's another 1st down for the North Farmington Raiders. And they are moving the football. North Farmington is moving the football. I feel like a Washington Redskins fan back in the early 80s, cheering on John Reagan's Diesel, Diesel, Diesel. That's what that offense looks like to me right now. They are, in the immortal words of Hank Schramm, matriculating the football down the field. 9 minutes, that's all that's left of this one. 9 minutes to play in the football game. The Raiders trailing by 3, but driving. Terrence James, he cuts it up inside. He's to the 10, he's to the 5, and he's dragged down inside the 5-yard line. Terrence James gives the Raiders field position, a goal-to-go situation at the 3-yard line. It's a 1st down for North Farmington. Let's make it the 4-yard line. Let's take another look at this one. Terrence James, number 0. He didn't get him. He didn't get him. Nice block by number 17. That's Jonathan Matra on that block. And now inside the 5-yard line, down to the 4. Actually, they put that ball right on the 5. So 1st and goal from the 5. The Raiders trailing by 3 as we approach 8 minutes to play in the football game. That play looked a little broken from the outset. It's Cobb, the quarterback, on the carry. He'll pick up a yard or two. Give him that gain of two. That football's spot on the 3-yard line. So the Raiders here, they've been looking for the upset all night long. They have never, well, this is the first time tonight they've trailed. I was going to say they have not let Walled Lake get out of range on it, but that has not been an apt description of the game tonight. It's been very close. And for the first time, Walled Lake Western has the lead, but the Raiders are knocking on the door. Cobb still has the ball. Cobb is down at the 1. Elijah Cobb handed it off and then pulled it back in for himself. And he's down to the 1. Football actually inside the 1-yard line, but for statistical purposes, the football cannot be at the 0. So it is at the 1-yard line. There is no 0-yard line. Well, I'll tell you what, get a little tingly up here. 7 minutes to go. And we've got a good one for you at Holland Field. And that happens to get a little tingly some nights. The Raiders are going to call timeout here, John Herstein, saying this is the point at which we'll talk things over. So the timeout comes with 6:50 left in the game. 24-21 for the visitors. And it is 3rd down and goal for the Raiders from the 1. I'll tell you what, if you take a nice shot of that football, nice tight shot of that football right now, it's inside the 1-yard line. The Raiders have got to get about 1.5 feet for a touchdown here to take the lead in this game. I'm going to reconstruct. There's the football. Now, if the official, it's about the length of that official's big foot from the goal line. All right, so I'm just teasing you. He has perfectly normal sized feet. I'm just teasing the officials. No big deal. Holy cow. So there you have it. 1.5 feet, maybe, for the football game as the Raiders head back out onto the field. Elijah Cobb, the quarterback, is lined up at wide receiver on the left-hand side. There's a big commotion on the North Farmington bench down below. May it be a distraction. It's a touchdown. It's a go-ahead touchdown for the Raiders. It's Terrence James taking the direct snap, and Terrence James is into the end zone for a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders go back into the lead. It is now North Farmington 27, Walled Lake Western 24. The Raiders, on the cusp of an upset, take the lead with 6:46 left to go here. And I'll tell you what, they lined the quarterback Cobb up at wide receiver on the near left side. And while that was going on, a big commotion started on the North Farmington bench. Coaches were yelling at players, at whomever, waving their arms. And I think it was a distraction just to help the whole play come off successfully, and it did. We're going to see standard extra point this time by John Fayette. And they fake it. They fake it. Here's the race to the pylon. Diving. I think he got in. No, they say no. Oh, I thought he got in. I thought with that dive that the ball carrier, Will Lott, the center, I should say the holder, on the extra point attempt, I thought he'd gotten in, but he did not. So it's 27-24. North Farmington has the lead here. So, and even there, the extra point was interesting. I can't tell you with 100% certainty if it was in fact a fake or if it was just a mishandled snap. But if it was a mishandled snap, then the guy who handled it, and again, that's Jonathan Macher, did a terrific job to just suss out what had just happened and to make that run for the pylon, which was almost successful, but it's not. So it's 27-24, 27-24 North Farmington. Let's take another look at this 2-point attempt. Especially, keep an eye, I would think, on the snap here, because it was bobbled, but I don't know if it was a bad snap or if this was part of the play. But we'll take a look at it. Yeah. He may have double clutched on it when he took that snap, and that may have thrown the thing out of rhythm. But a valiant effort, nonetheless, a valiant individual effort to get that football into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Ultimately, just a little bit short. And here we go. The Raiders will kick this football off. John Fayette will kick it off to Walled Lake Western with 6:46 to go. So basically, we're at the point where we've got half a quarter left of this football game, and it's still too close to call. Been a dandy tonight here at Holland Field, though, hasn't it? All right, after the kickoff, Walled Lake will start near the 35. Well, we like it when we love it when we can bring you a good game like we've got going here tonight at Holland Field. North Farmington 27, Walled Lake Western 24. Now we've seen from Walled Lake Western, they're like rattlesnakes, boy. They strike in a hurry. We've seen that from them over and over tonight, but we've also seen that Raider defense stand tall occasion after occasion. And there's one other thing we've seen. Walled Lake Western turning the football over. They've done it 3 times tonight. Here comes Triplett, Donovan Triplett. It's almost like what you expect. You hand him the ball, he picks up 20 yards. In that case, he picked up 12, 13 make it for a first down into, or out near midfield, out to the 47-yard line. This is what drives Rich nuts. The clock is not running. Everybody here at Holland Field, with the exception of the Walled Lake fans across the way, wants to see that clock running. Comes the pitch to Triplett. Oh, this time he's going to be ridden down. Yes, sir. Coming across was Leland Hollingsworth, who's played a whale of a game on both sides of the ball tonight, and Hollingsworth makes the stop. And it's a loss on that carry for Donovan Triplett, a loss of 3. Second down and 13. Here's another look at it. Keep your eye on North Farmington number 2, Leland Hollingsworth. There he is right there into your screen. He goes directly to the ball carrier and rides him down. It was almost a situation where he was going to hop on Triplett's back and let him carry him if that's what it took. But Hollingsworth was determined to make that stop, and he did. Second down, 13 to go. Clock is running at 5:45. The Raiders are leading by 3. Crawl, chased down and sacked, brought down and sacked in the backfield, brought down by big number 56. That's Emmanuel Mitchell. Emmanuel Mitchell, the freshman at 5'11 and 250. The freshman at 5'11, 250 pounds. 250 pounds. The loss is all the way back to the 33-yard line. The line to gain is the 43. Let's take another look. Boy, you let a big defender like that get through undefended, and that's what's going to happen. So it is third down and 24. Third and 24. The line to gain is the Raider 43. So third down and 24. What a time for the defense to rise up here. We haven't seen it much tonight, but Crawl is in the gun. Dropping. Throwing deep, looking for Triplett. Found him. Caught it in stride. Now he's off to the races, 30-25. Brought down inside the 25-yard line.
Pass is complete. Donovan Triplett.
38 yards on the pass play. As Crawl found who else? Donovan Triplett down the sideline. That 38-yard pickup. They convert the first down on 3rd and 24. I love on that replay. If we could go back just a second on that particular replay, you saw one of the coach's headset going up in the air. He was throwing it. You could distinctly see that. We'll have to check that out later because we got more football action. You'll go back a couple more seconds. You'll see it. There it is. Headset in the air. Man, they didn't like that one at all. All right, here we go. Walled Lake Western Triplett, dangerous again, trying to get free. And he's close to first down yardage. Picked up about 8 on first down. So he's going to be down to the 15-yard line where it will be second down and a couple. Clock is running. Clock's running. Fingernails are being bitten. Raiders lead it by 3. 3.5 to go here. A dandy in week 2 here on TV 10. Join us 1 week from tonight from Falcon Field. Where Farmington play host to North Farmington. We'll have it for you here on TV 10. Well, I'll tell you what, Triplett had a little trouble with that handoff. It was up high in the body. And he's close to 2 and maybe has a first down. He does. And actually, I apologize. That was Johnson who carried the football, number 6, not number 5, Triplett. But it's a first down for Walled Lake Western at the 13-yard line. First and 10 from the 13, so they can get that first down without scoring a touchdown. Right now, what the Raiders want to do is anything they can do to prevent them from scoring that touchdown. We're under at 2:45 left in the game. A 3-point lead here for North Farmington. This is Triplett. This time, though, just a gain of a couple. Willie McNair Harrison on the stop. So second down and 8. And I'm sure what the Raiders are thinking right now, if we can stop these next 2 plays, force them to a field goal attempt, well, maybe you like your chances at overtime. Oh, they fake it. It's an end around and it's a touchdown. Sturdivant took that end around and he trots into the end zone from 12 yards out. 11 yards out, actually. And Walled Lake Western takes the lead again. And it's late, 1:34, that's all to go. Touchdown puts them up 30-27, Western over North Farmington. And they're going to go for the 1 point, for the extra point kick. Donovan George to attempt. And the extra point is good, and that's huge. That's huge because it makes it a 4-point differential, right? 31-27, 1:34 to go. 2 timeouts left for North Farmington. But they got to score a touchdown. Let's take a look at the replay of the touchdown. Sturdivant, number 12, just comes across and takes that late handoff. He's got 1 blocker in front of him. That's all he needed. He cuts to the end zone, got hit at the goal line, but had all the momentum. And he carries himself and Terrence James over the goal line for the, well, that could turn out to be the key touchdown of the football game. 31-27 now. And again, only 1:34 left to go in regulation time. 4-point differential essentially wipes out any chance we had of overtime in this game tonight. And I'm just going to say it. I hope North Farmington can come back and score that touchdown. They've had a terrific effort here tonight. I'd like to see them be able to cash it in. This is going to go down as what you call a moral victory, but any coach, any athlete will tell you there's no such thing as that. Either you win or you lose. And, well, 1:34 for North Farmington to do something about that. So they'll get into kick return formation. We'll wait on Gavin Roberts to kick it away here for Walled Lake. Again, next season, North Farmington and Walled Lake Western will be in the same conference, the Lakes Valley Conference. We look forward to that. It'll be the 3 schools from Walled Lake, the 2 schools from Farmington, and the 3 high schools from Livonia in the New Lake Valley Conference. Football was loose on the ground momentarily, but not to worry. It's being returned here. And here comes Hollingsworth. And he's out near midfield, out beyond midfield. And Leland Hollingsworth puts the Raiders in position here where they may be able to do something. He's down to the 45-yard line, or check it, the 49-yard line. He's down at the 49-yard line of Walled Lake Western. So a short field here for North Farmington, but a short clock as well. A minute 24 left. 2 timeouts remaining for North Farmington. They are 49 yards away from where they need to get that football. So here we go. 1st and 10 Raiders at the plus 49. Cobb, dropping, got time, steps into his throw, going deep, wants it all. Here we go. 3 players out there, and it is incomplete. Falls incomplete. Donovan Triplett with the pass breakup. As I'm just trying to identify the player right now, everybody. Quick, turn around. I think that's number 8. Here's our replay. 2 defenders and 1 receiver, and that was Trey Woods, senior wideout, number 8. So 2nd down and 10. You see we're down to a minute and 16 to go. Here's Cobb. Try to step into his throw, but he's going to be grabbed onto and dragged down at the 49-yard line. The clock stops momentarily on the sack. You wonder if the Raiders will use one of those 2 remaining timeouts. It's a minimal loss on the play, only a couple yards. Let's take a look at the replay here. And there's our man being slung to the turf by Johnny Botha. So the Raiders do call that timeout. So they will have 1 remaining, a minute 9 left to go in the game. And I don't really know what else we could tell you at this point. It has been a dandy, a seesaw game. Raiders came back in the 4th quarter to take the lead, but too much time was left on the clock. About when they took that lead, there was still 6 minutes and 14 seconds left to go. All right, here we go. It is 3rd and a dozen now, as the Raiders have gone from the opponent 49 to their own 49-yard line. Elijah Cobb is alone in the backfield. Terrence James coming in motion. Slowly from the near side to the far. That'll make 3 wide receivers on the right side. Except here comes James back to the near side again. Cobb avoids pressure, but not for long. He's sacked back at the 35-yard line. Clock is still running now. To stop, the Raiders will call a timeout. They want a flag. They want a flag because the whistle sounded. There's a flag there, but I think it's going to be against the Raiders. So I think somebody just woofed at the ref and drew a misconduct flag. So they're going to discuss it, the referees, but the Raiders were gathered amongst themselves, and the here's the announcement. Yeah, it's a personal foul against unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against the Raiders. That's going to cost them 15 yards, and probably going to cost them their chance at this football game. Not that the chance was great at that point anyway, but this walk-off all the way back to the 25-yard line. That's going to mean 4th down and 36, if I did the math right, and I think I did. 4th and 36. Oh my goodness, the line to gain is the 39. The line of scrimmage is the 25. All right. Scoreboard says 4th and 35, but it's 36 because you got to get to the 39. I'm just saying. That football's right there on the 25. All right, this is it. No timeouts left for North Farmington now. They trail by 4, 31-27. 59 seconds left in the football game, but they got to pick up 36 yards on this play to maintain possession. 4th down, 36 to go. As Cobb barks it off, probably for the last time. Pressure coming, got the pass away. It's completed. Now we're going to play a little Stanford we're going to play a little Stanford band football, but that's not going to work out too well. As ultimately, Terrence James is brought down. The Raiders fail to pick up the first down. And Walled Lake Western's going to win this football game, barring some sort of a Meadowlands miracle. All they got to do is take a couple of knees, and this one is all. They may only have to take one knee. 46 seconds remaining in this football game here tonight. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. What a terrific effort here tonight by North Farmington. They're going to fall short, but what a great effort it was. They didn't get blown out. They almost won this football game. Walled Lake Western and their quarterback, David Kroll, and their running back, Donovan Triplett. And a couple other weapons on that team as well. But that was the main story here tonight. The Walled Lake offense ultimately would not be denied. They go into victory formation here, take that knee, and we'll see if they have to snap it one more time or not. Apparently not. Apparently not. Well, we'll wait and see. I thought the Walled Lake players were headed for the sideline, but they're staying out here. And presumably, we'll snap the ball one more time. Down to 20 seconds to go. So the Raiders fall to 1-1. Nothing to hang their heads about over this loss. Again, if a loss could be a moral victory, they aren't. But if they could be. And there the clock goes to 0, and this football game is over. Too much offense by Walled Lake Western tonight. Too much Donovan Triplett. He scored 3 of their touchdowns in a 31-27 victory over the North Farmington Raiders. North Farmington had taken the lead in the 4th quarter, 27-24, 23 actually, but unable to hold that lead as Walled Lake Western, again, too much on the offensive side of the ball. Just enough to beat North Farmington here tonight. So once again, your final score is 31-27 in favor of our friends at Walled Lake Western. Now on the shoot tonight, our crew tonight did a terrific job for us. It was the first shoot tonight for Gabe and Sage and Georgia. They were terrific. Charles, Chris, Renata, Dylan, Donald, Anthony, and Sean, all on the broadcast crew tonight. Faye was up here with us in the booth helping us out. We thank her for that. My name is Rich Kincaid. Once again, your final score tonight. It was the Walled Lake Western Warriors 31, the North Farmington Raiders 27. Again, I'm Rich Kincaid. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next Friday night from Farmington High, where it'll be the Raiders and the Falcons. Good night from Holland Field, everybody.